In this lesson, you'll compare integers to tell a user if they guessed your number, guessed too low, or guessed too high. Hi, I'm Annette Gotland. I'm the author of the Do-It-Yourself Java Games books. I teach Java programming through creating games. Welcome to the video version of my books. We're currently in the Text Games video series, TG, the first of 4 types of games series. The focus of this series is to cover the fundamentals of Java programming. No previous programming experience is required. You'll learn how, when, and why Java programs are written the way they are. This series has 16 projects. We're currently working on the 9th project, TG9, Guess My Number. In this project, we'll create a game to guess a randomly selected number like this. This is lesson TG9.1, where you'll learn how to compare numbers. This project uses the MyWindow superclass created in project TG8 Calculator. If you haven't done so already, please go back to TG8 to create the MyWindow project and MyWindow class with its 3 prompt methods. In the last project, you'll learn to add, subtract, multiply, and divide numbers of various data types. Most programs must also compare numbers. In this lesson, we'll use numerical comparisons to give the user hints to guess a specific number. Exercise 1. Create the Guess My Number project, package, and class. Pause the video if you need more time in any of these exercises. If you want to see how I would complete any of the listings, please refer to the completed listings at the end of this video. First, create a new Java project named Guess My Number and add MyWindow and DIY Java jar to the class path of the project. Hint: MyWindow is a Java project. DIY-java.jar is an external jar file. To add the MyWindow project, click the Projects tab, click Class Path, and Add, then select MyWindow. To add the DIY-java.jar external jar file, click the Libraries tab, click Class Path, and click Add External Jar. Next, create a new package with a unique name. Hint: I named mine Annette.Gotland Guess My Number. Then create a new class named Guess My Number with superclass MyWindow and with a stub for main and its constructors. And finally, add code to main to call the Guess My Number constructor. Run it. What happened? It should have opened the DIY window with no contents. Exercise 2. Create a number and a guess. In the constructor, declare an integer named MyNumber with a value of 56. Declare another integer named MyGuess and set its value by prompting the user to guess my number between 0 and 100. Run it. What happened? It should have asked you to guess a number. In Java, use a double equal sign to check if 2 numbers are equal. For example, to check if a variable named score is equal to 100, use if score double equal sign 100. Exercise 3. Does guess equal number? In the constructor, check if MyGuess is equal to MyNumber. If it's equal, print the message, you guessed it. Run it. What happened? If you entered 56, it should have printed, you guessed it. Java's comparison operators for numbers include equals, not equal, greater than or equal, less than, and less than or equal. Note that exclamation point is a not operator. Exercise 4. Is guess not equal to number? What would you change to instead check if the numbers aren't equal? Then tell the user if the numbers aren't equal. Run it. What happened? If you entered anything other than 56, it should have responded that you did not guess the number. If the user didn't guess the number, let's ask him to guess again. Exercise 5. Guess again. Instead of just saying the guess was wrong, set the value of my guess by prompting them to try again. Run it. What happened? It should prompt you to enter another guess if you entered anything other than 56, but it doesn't do anything with that new guess. It's time to put this program into a loop so the user can keep guessing until he guesses the right number. Exercise 6. Keep guessing. How would you change the code to keep asking the user to try again while my guess isn't equal to my number? Hint: you learned about while loops back in TG9.1 Finish the Name game While Loops and Infinite Loops. Run it. What happened? It should keep prompting you to guess again until you guess 56. It would be nice to tell the user when they guessed the right number. Exercise 7. Acknowledge a correct guess. Add code after the while block to tell the user they guessed the correct number. Run it. What happened? It should now print the message and end the loop when you guess 56. The program works a little better now, but it'll take a long time for someone to really guess a number between 0 and 100. Let's give some clues. Exercise 8. Is the guess too low or too high? What would you add to the program to tell the user if their guess is too low or too high? Run it. What happened? It should give the correct message if you guessed too low or too high, and continue prompting for guesses until you reach 56. Key points and more. Comparing numbers. You can compare numbers in any statement that checks for true or false, such as in if statements or while loops. Use these operators to compare numbers. The double equal sign returns true if they are equal. The exclamation point and equal sign returns true if they aren't equal. Note, the exclamation point is also the not symbol in Java. The right angle bracket returns true if the first number is greater than the second number. The right angle bracket and equal sign returns true if the first number is greater than or equal to the second number. The left angle bracket returns true if the first number is less than the second number. The left angle bracket and equal sign returns true if the first number is less than or equal to the second number. Make sure you don't mistakenly use the assignment operator, the equal sign, instead of the equal operator, the double equal sign, to compare two numbers. This will usually give a syntax error. Always use the double equal sign to check if two numbers are equal. Make sure you don't mistakenly use the double equal sign to compare strings. This will almost always return false, even if the two strings are made up of the same characters. Always use the equals method to check if two strings are equal. Here are the completed listings for all the exercises in this video. This is the end of the first lesson in the Guess My Number project. It should now correctly give clues to help the user eventually guess the program's number. In the next lesson, you'll make the program a little more interesting to play by picking a random number for the user to guess.